But there's so much that we don't know. We don't know what was going on in this last week that she lived. She has an 8-year-old son. It's just hard to imagine a little boy without his mother. And the dad is not in the best situation right now either. But yet, there's absolutely not really much I can do except to pray for him and to just love them in any way I can. But I'm not very involved in their lives. But at the funeral, there's a lot of people that just they're so separate from each other that it was just a lot of awkwardness. But something happened, which is the sisters and brothers on my dad's side, when they were sitting together, it was like we started to talk about things and we started to laugh, and I think it changed the atmosphere, even though it was a sad time, just to allow there to be some joy in the midst of such dire circumstances and such sad things. I mean, I don't know if my cousin ever gave her heart to the Lord. I know we talked about it as teenagers, and I asked her, if she would give her heart to Jesus, and she just kind of put it in a sense of she believes in God and Jesus, but she believes that there's more than that. And, it's kind of sad because I realized she never, at least the Crystal I knew, never made that choice in her heart and never had a relationship with God. And God loved her so much. But I was sitting there and looking at my purse as we were waiting, and in there was this little bookmark that my daughter had made, and in the bookmark was a verse, and I'm gonna try to quote it. It was from Hebrews 3:10, I think, or 10:3. It's dark, so I can't look, and I'm driving. But the verse talked about, it said about how Jacob went into the future and blessed his future generations, Esau and his brother. And my brain is fried. It's 10:44 at night and I am tired. But anyway, it was talking about how he was able to go into the future and bless his future generations. And I realized that even though Crystal died, that there's a part of her that she was able to bless her child and her family, because she had an amazing laugh. She had the amazing ability to make everyone feel loved. And even though she didn't have that relationship with God, God created her to be that. She had that in her because that was the way God created her, and it was something beautiful and special about her. And she was able to pass that down to her next generation, to her son. And I saw a little glimmer of that in him when I saw him today. And, even though she's not going to be around, I'm praying that glimmer, that beautiful thing about her, that she was able to pass on to her son, that God is going to use other people to come into his life, that he will be able to be blessed. And even though, things happen so tragically, that there's a destiny that God has for him. And I believe it's going to be even greater and better than his mother's and his father's. And I don't know what it is, but God does. And I'm just praying for him that even though I can't be in his life right now, that there's others that can. But it's a lot of sadness around me, but at the same time I know that we serve a good God, and He loves us, and He's given us the ability that in the midst of tragedy, when we can't do anything, He can show us our little part to do, whether it's just praying for Him and bringing some laughter in the midst of that situation and comforting the family. My daughters and I, we picked out this minion, and on the way there, I just prayed over it and blessed it, and I said, God, just would you allow your comfort and your love to just be on this, that when he sleeps, that you would just comfort him in his sleep. And I really believe God's going to do that with that little minion. And I just believe when we're going through circumstances that we can't help, we don't know what to do, God does. And if we just ask him, God, what is our part to play? He's going to give it to us. And when we know that part that we need to play, we can play it, and then just, it's hard, but release the rest to him and allow him to do the work, because he is so much better at working through issues that surround us than we are, that we can just rest in him and find peace in him. So I just want to encourage you with that. I know it's not a very encouraging thing I had to share, but God is our encourager. He's our life, and he's the one that gives us life, even when there's so much sadness around us. So hope that helps someone. Bless you. Bye.